Não, gente, barulho, barulho. Quero ouvir grito.
Quero ver
ouvir.
Belo
Todo mundo gritando, vai!
Pedro Pascal, Gabriel Luna, Mer Dandridge, Neil Druckmann, Craig Mazin. Welcome back.
Welcome, guys.
Hello, hello, nice to meet you. Hello, Gabriel. Great to meet you. You too, over there. Minha gente.
Yeah, you guys. Wow.
Please,
Hey.
try me here.
Pedro.
Aê, galera, Gabriel Luna, que incrível! That's amazing, that's amazing. Can you guys hear us?
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Shit.
What
Hey,
a
Belle.
crowd, huh? Well, I feel people are excited to have you here in Brazil. Are you excited to be here?
Very
Who are
much
they
so.
talking to?
Very much.
I don't know.
Welcome back.
Deja vu.
Deja vu. No lightsabers this time. All right, all right.
Look, we're all very excited to hear about Last of Us, but we know about it a few years ago because of the game. This is a very, very it's an adaptation we want so much. We want to hear so much, but it must be a challenge, right? To adapt something so beloved. How to find the balance between how to be faithful to it and how to create new things. You guys.
Oh, I have to answer this? Okay.
Go Craig.
Well, I'm like everybody else here. I'm a fan of The Last of Us. I played the game. I love the game. I am one of you. So my job was to make sure with Neil that we were able to make a television show that is just as compelling and beautiful as the game. It's different because we don't do gameplay, we watch it on television, but I promise everyone here, everything that made you feel and love and cry, it's all here. Plus we have Bella and Pedro, and we have Gabe, and we have Merle, and we have this incredible cast.
And for you, how is it to see such an amazing cast performing the story you created?
I've been talking with Craig about it. It was like we somehow got lucky twice. The first time, we had Troy Baker and Ashley Johnson playing Joel-Ellie. And now we have another set of amazing Joel-Ellie with Pedro and Bella. And I cannot wait for you all to see what they've done and how much they've honored what the game has done. It's amazing.
Pedro and Bella. Ellie and Joel in the games, they build a father and daughter relationship. In fact, that's such a moving part of the games to see them bonding and Ellie getting to know to defend herself. How has it been for both of you? Do you feel protective of each other already?
Yes, we do. I feel protective of him. We love each other.
Yeah, she's all right.
Yeah,
Thank God we got along really well.
I know. We had to spend a year together.
We were a whole year together. I think we were very shy at first. I was very concerned and hoping that that they would like me and maybe Bella felt the same, and
I did.
it was a perfect gradual way of getting to know each other, because I think Joel and Ellie are very reluctant to fall in love, but we fell in love just like they did.
We did. Our relationship progressed as theirs did. It was nice. Now look at us.
And Bella.
Hello.
And Bella. Bella, over here. It's such a crowded.
Yeah.
And are you ready to be playing Ellie for the future in the next few years? Because she's a central piece of this mythology.
Yeah, I would like to play Ellie forever, if that was possible.
We would
Yeah.
love for you to play Ellie some more as well.
Well, however many seasons you want to do, I'm down.
All we need is for all of you to watch the show, and then we can make more.
Vocês vão assistir, galera?
We promise you.
Cool. Yeah.
Well, in the games, we know the future of some of the characters, right? Gabriel, this is your case also. How is it for you, knowing what's going to happen, inform your performance, or you'd rather not know about it in one step at a time?
Well, I knew everything that was going to happen because I played part 1 and part 2 back to back before we started working. So I played the games and I kind of spoiled the story for myself. But once we got there, it just unfolded in a much different way, and it was very exciting. It's wonderful.
And for you guys?
Was it easy for you? Because it's not an easy game.
I was doing all right, you know.
Okay, all right.
Well, I
I
guess.
searched every room. I opened every drawer. I found every single comic book. That's the kind of player I am. I'm a completionist. Took a long time, so I was ready to fight everything when I got to it.
What about you, Neil and Craig? How to deal with spoilers? Does knowing about the future affect the experience?
Well, wait, you're asking me how the spoilers affect the audience?
Yeah, they know
Yeah.
it.
Here's the thing. We see TV shows and movies that are based on books. We know how they end. People saw Titanic. They knew how it ended. I made a show about a nuclear reactor that exploded. We all knew that was going to happen.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's about the journey. It's entirely about the journey. I have played The Last of Us about 12 times. I know how it ends. I love the journey, and we promise there will be surprises along the way. If you've played the game, I promise you there are things that you don't know that are coming that will blow your mind.
That's great to know.
Wow, that's good.
If I could add, there's stuff that was written that we didn't get a chance to put in the game that is in the show. So you'll get to
Wow.
see like an enrichment of these characters in a way that it's interesting. We've now talked to people that have watched the entire season and went back and played the game, and they say the game is now richer having watched the show.
It's amazing to know, yeah. And a question related to that. When playing the game, you explore the environments and you find letters, notes that people left behind. Were those used in some way when creating the show?
We had to make the show work for people that don't know anything about the game, don't know Naughty Dog, don't know The Last of Us. However, if you have played the game, like for example, if you know Ish's story with the notes and everything, you will have a greater understanding and you will be able to point things out in a way that someone that hasn't played the game can.
All right. And Marlene, you're the expert here because you're playing Merle for the 3rd time around, right?
That's right. Well, maybe the 4th time. We did a live-action stage version as well.
That's right.
Yeah.
wow.
So we've done it. I've played Marlene in many iterations, and I met her 10 years ago this month. But one of the hurdles that I had to jump over was to release what I knew about her because I had these guys to play opposite of, and it was, finding fresh inspiration and releasing myself from what I thought I knew and having, a new experience in her shoes. And because it's this medium, I got to walk into different scenarios as Marlene that had not been in my canon before, and that was really exciting. It's exciting that I got to play her once, to play her twice, to play her 4 times is an honor, and then to have all of this, and all of you show up. Good grief! Come on! Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and one thing that we will have in the show is the creatures, right? In the game, they're really frightening. In fact, when playing and have to sneak by as a clicker, it's so terrifying. It's one of the most terrifying experiences I had in a game. How did you manage to recreate that feeling on the screen?
We worked with one of the best prosthetic team in the world, led by Barry and Sarah Gower. So there's a lot of practical prosthetics that Pedro and everybody had to like act against and wrestle with and fight. Anything else you want to add?
Only that we believe that CG only works if you don't know it's there. We integrate the real with CG, I think, in a way where people won't know which is which. We've already put a teaser out, which I hope you all saw, and there's a clicker in there, and people were trying to figure out, is it real, is it not real? And it's real to us, but I think the reason it's scary is because these two over here, Pedro and Bella, were really scared.
Terrifying.
Yes.
You weren't scared? You're a liar.
I was scared.
But how was your experience when you saw the first clicker? Like, you saw the clicker in backstage, you saw it for shooting, and how was it? What do you feel like?
Thought it was disgusting. They were amazing. They worked with a movement choreographer. I think that you guys went through very extensive casting in terms of what physical movements were, and we had to do a rehearsal with Neil. All of a sudden I see like, spoiler, shut up. But basically, that was the first in this rehearsal we got a chance to see the clickers up close, different variations of them, and I guess that made it easier made it a little less scary because it was a good intro.
Definitely. But they would talk them, they'd be in these masks and they would just have a conversation with you as if they look normal.
It's true.
You have a picture of a clicker just on their phone? Yeah, they just, because they don't see what's on their face as they're talking, it's quite disturbing.
It was actually kind of sweet because they couldn't see very well, and so you just sort of have to hold their hand and guide them into position and stuff like that. They'd be like, oh, thank you.
Pedro and Bella, we've heard that both of you play the guitar, right? In fact, we have one here.
Yes.
But
Play guitar?
You don't?
Didn't know before? Did you have to
Yeah.
learn how to play
Music
for the
is,
series?
Oh, you have to learn.
Bella knows how to play guitar.
Oh, okay.
Bella.
Do you want me to egg them on?
If you want to, you can.
It's on.
Yeah, sure.
It's plugged. This is happening.
This is happening. Oh my God.
I'm sure the fans
Whatever
will
you
love.
like.
They are bonesing right now.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Wow.
This is amazing.
Thank you so much.
Belle Ramsey, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow, I got emotional. It's so beautiful.
This is beautiful.
Beautiful.
Thank you. More to come.
All right. Guys, thank you so much for being here.
It was
This is amazing.
really an
That
honor.
was great.
Thank you. We can't wait to see the show.
This is great. Let's come over here. Let's take pictures.
Guys, can we take a picture quick?
Could you come over here?
You guys are awesome. Thank you so much.
Can we take a quick picture? Pedro, Bella, do you mind if we take a picture?
Could you come over here?
Come over here. Gabriel. Gabriel.
Gabriel.
They're bonding.
You guys come over here.
A bit back. Back, back, back.
A lot of people, so
Wow.
Hey, The Last of Us!
so much.
This is
Thank you,
amazing.
thank you,
Thank you, Gabriel.
Sorry.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Ma.
Thank you, Mo.
Foi pra galera o homem. Ei.
Hey, hey.
Faz barulho, gente!
Pedro, Pedro.
Gente, eu quase chorei, real. Eu quase chorei.